How to get filthy rich with AI. So on November 30th, 2022, the world changed forever. Not bang, no war, but with chatbot bot, ChatGPT. It was the day that artificial intelligence became available to everyone, all of us, and most people still don't understand how to use it and what that future has to hold for us. The biggest shift in the humanity just happened, and this is just the beginning. ChatGPT hit 1 million user, including myself. I used ChatGPT in just 5 days. That's faster than Facebook, Instagram, even Angry Bird. Why? Because for the first time, anyone could talk to a machine that knows, that think, that understand everything. It can write you email, your sales pitch, your legal document, your love letter, your cookbook, anything that you can think of. And this isn't just about convenience. This is powers. All of us are given the knowledge that we can use and change ourselves as well as the world with it. AI is about to flip everything on its head as it's just keeping getting better and better every single day. First, it will occupy the workforce. Most jobs will be automated and it will be fast. So if you think something like cleaning job, if you think something like cooking job, McDonald's, they'll eventually have an AI machine that can cook the perfect burger for you, the perfect fries, the perfect milkshake. And if you think that, oh, AI probably can't do my job, I'm a coder, probably wrong. Because eventually you are already, the coders are out of business. There's no really a real job for coder anymore. They don't hire a coder for anymore. The coding language is now just English. You can say, "Hey AI, can you write me a code to help me virtualize a tree growth?" Boom, AI got it for you. And all you gotta do is just test out, see what's wrong with it, make the edit in AI from using English. And it will eventually take more and more and more job. Like even Hollywood right now, a lot of stuff it can be AI generated if they implement the right things. And sometimes you don't know if the actor is actually acting. So the workforce will be taken over. Businesses, AI, like right now, what I'm using, AI is the ultimate employees. Like I said, never sleeps, never eats, never complain that you don't have to pay a dime. All you have to do is pay a subscription that can have 1,000 bots working for you. It's cheap. It is probably the cheapest thing ever. So imagine for now, right now, we have AI already building my automation. They work on my automations. They tailor my script. They write my content. And essentially, we could have AI build your product. Now they can even write your ads. They can sell. They can close deals. So these are just things that AI can do within the next year or so. Probably will hop on a sales call and you see an AI virtual assistant helping you. And that's just the beginning of it. And if you want an AI system to kind of basically get you ahead to get 5 to 10 client every month automatically, then you can check out my self-serving course below. If that doesn't work, and I guarantee you that it will work, but if that doesn't work, I will buy your next course for you. Okay, back to it. Third things, AI can change the economies. Industry could collapse. New one will rise overnight that take use of AI. So one thing that I'm thinking right now that will basically collapse because of AI, like I said, one big industry is the is the coding industry, the computer science things. And a lot of that already being taken over by AI. Something that is gone by AI is data analysis. A lot of time you have to have a whole team doing all this digging through all the internet to find the information on the client. But now all you can do is just snap your finger and say, "Hey AI, do a deep research online with this client, and this is his avatar. Please find everything you can find about him." It will basically scour internet for your name. Like the other day, what it is was search up my name online, and just put in AI. Say, "Hey AI, uh, who is Quan Cap?" And it tailor out an exact description of who I am, what I do, what company I own, and what things I help. It literally put down my website, my LinkedIn, my Instagram, everything about me is already on there. And I know I post stuff online, I do stuff online. So you might think, okay, what if I want to see someone that aren't as active on online? A lot of people are active online, but I did this example. I search up one of my friends, and he's basically doesn't use as much social media. He still use some, but he still doesn't use as much social media. He barely or have any online presence. I still look up his name and it still pop me out exactly who he was, what he does, what achievement he got from what school, and everything like that. So that industry of data analysis or data finding will basically collapse or be integrated into AI. And you're already seeing a lot of things. Like the other day I was looking at this ad. It's called Polybuzz or whatever. They have AI girlfriend, AI boyfriend, people that just obey your command. That's and someone who you can just talk to that will never argue. So I believe in personal connection, but just think if someone were to were alone every day, they lose hope on all human, they were shut in, something like that. Imagine just having AI talking to them and never argues, they never judge them, nothing like that. And they can have an online girlfriend or boyfriend. That's that's just crazy. Like things like this are happening in Japan, and real human connection is already being outsourced. So AI can just basically help us with everything. They help us with already with the day-to-day life. Like if you need to look at the recipes or something new, it can essentially help us do everything. So right now we have plenty of tools. We have tools that what I'm using right now, AI that generate prompts to tailor outreach messages, I have AI that essentially uh, run through all of my automation at the time and just make it work, essentially. I have AI that uh, what it does is just a data collection AI. So every single time that my client reply or they reply with something interesting, it will put into a spreadsheet, and when that spreadsheet will allow our company to kind of tailor the messages that we sent out to make sure it is uh, effective. And online, I've seen people with AIs that can generate voices, they can generate videos, they can generate website, which is a problem. I did that with AI. So I essentially, the website that I built it completely from AI. And the AI are just getting smarter and smarter every single day. In the future, you won't be just type a prompt. You can just say it. You already did. I have this my Meta glasses came in that day, and all you gotta say is, "Hey Meta, what am I looking at?" It went in, snap a picture of what I'm looking at, and describe it to me. Or in the future, what you can probably do is just think about it. All you gotta do is just, there we go. And AI will essentially create everything that you imagine. Is the ultimate bot that you can use to from creating your business, making it successful, and using it to make your daily life better. The scary thing is, you gotta think about, is that this is the worst that AI gonna get. And I guess it's the most exciting thing as well. There's gonna be a point, or there is probably a point where AI becomes smarter than all of us combined. And this is what essentially is called singularity. The moment where a machine can invent better and better version of themselves on an endless loop. It's just keeping better and better and better and better without human intervention. And after that, human would just be completely taken over, or they will be put on a pedestal to the point where they would just be doing nothing. We would just be watching, enjoying our daily life. So, like I said, but that won't take another, let's hope another 100 years or so until AI completely take over. But if you're afraid of AI, uh, like AI would just, you know, take over the world, take over my job, it probably won't. And it just something that you can use. It's a tool. Like I said, if you are someone who work against it, it will completely dominate you because it have more information than you could ever even grasp to learn in a lifetime. There is things that AI have access to that you don't. So instead of using it because instead of just hating it because it might take over a job, use it as an advantage to help you be free. Like I said, if you are an ant and someone built a highway through your home, they're not trying to make your life worse. Essentially, you are just in the way. And what you need to do is just go with the flow and utilize it to the best that you can and use that highway to your advantage. So, like I said, people all over the world are using AI intelligence to make their life better Elon Musk, Sam Altman, they're already trying to make sure that AI is aligned with human goals, and all you gotta do is use it. So it really doesn't matter if you just spend all of your days complaining about it, because if you shut it down, the ideas already existed in our head. The idea already existed in our head hundreds of years ago. People already think that, oh, eventually we'll have robots that changed the world 100 or 200 years ago. So if we shut it down, someone else will build it. So, like I said, you can't erase everyone's memories essentially. Use the AI and make it so that it will change your life. So here's a couple things that you can use to make better use of AI. First thing first, you'll learn how to write prompts. So that's probably the most important thing right now. Learn how to use prompts. Um, Once you have mastered how to write prompts, you can know to code, you can know everything there is in the internet. So any data that AI can get their hands on is yours as long as you know how to write prompts. Um, from my opinion, something that helped me was that I think of AI as a many-faced individuals, and to get it to the best use that it can, I could tell it to act as a certain someone and do that task. So, for example, a prompt that I use quite frequently is act as someone and perform that task that someone is expert at. So, for example, act as an expert marketer and write me an ad campaign that will convert. Simple as that. That will help AI to really narrow down what to do. And instead of giving them a title, you can eventually give them, you can say, if you know someone that does amazing thing in that field. So, for example, Dan Kennedy, for example, I did act as Dan Kennedy and write me a sales script that will convert client into potential buyers. There we go. So that's just barely scratching the surface. You can prompt a lot of things with AI, and that's a great way to start. Just tell it to act as someone and to perform that task. Next, use it a lot. Practice make perfect. The more you use it, the better you get at it. 3, create thing with it, automate thing with it, and scale. So one thing that I've started with was just like a small task. So I asked it to create me a sales script. It created me a sales script. I closed a couple clients with that sales script. I added that sales script, and from there, I asked AI to um create me an automation that will send out outreach to Telegram user. 2, there we go. I create tool with it that I could use for my outreach. I have helped it to create my SMS automation, email automation, and it basically just helped me tailor the message and stuff like that. And now I put in the full scale. I use AI to essentially filter out my message, uh, run my automation, and it will help me scrape leads. So there we go. There's always big opportunities out there since the internet. So most people just don't use this enough. And now it has come to us as something that we can use. You can use it to get filthy rich with AI. But on that, later.